You walk into a store just to look around. You don't need anything, but somehow you leave carrying a bag. Inside it, something you never planned to buy. And later, you might even wonder, why did I buy that? This happens to almost everyone, and the reason is not simply lack of discipline. It is something deeper. Your brain was designed to want things. When you see something new, your brain releases a chemical called dopamine. Dopamine is often called the pleasure chemical. But that is not entirely true. Dopamine is actually about anticipation, the excitement of getting something, not necessarily having it, that small feeling of curiosity. What would it be like to own this? Is enough to activate the reward system in your brain. And suddenly, the object feels more interesting than it really is. Stores are carefully built to influence this feeling. Bright lights, pleasant music, organized displays. Each item is placed where your eyes naturally travel. The goal is simple, to help you imagine. Imagine using the product. Imagine enjoying it. Imagine the person you might become with it. A notebook might represent productivity. A jacket might represent confidence. A camera might represent adventure. You are not just buying an object. You are buying a small story. Sometimes you see a small sign, limited time offer, or only a few items left. Suddenly, the object feels more valuable. Psychologists call this the scarcity effect. When something seems rare, our brain assumes it must be important. Even if we never wanted it before, the possibility of losing the opportunity can feel stronger than the need for the object itself. Shopping can also change how we feel. After a long day, buying something small can create a brief sense of reward, a moment of control, a moment of pleasure, but the effect is usually temporary, because the brain quickly adapts to new things. What felt exciting yesterday soon becomes ordinary, and the cycle begins again. None of this means buying things is bad. Objects can bring comfort, creativity, and usefulness. But understanding the psychology behind buying gives us a small advantage. The next time something suddenly feels irresistible, you might pause for a moment and ask yourself, do I truly need this? Or do I simply enjoy the feeling of wanting it? Sometimes that small pause is enough to see the difference, because in the end, the most powerful purchase is not the object we choose to buy, but the one we choose to leave behind.